Hi everyone, it's Audrey. Welcome to my channel. And if you don't know me, I'm a former makeup artist and esthetician. And fun fact, I have not uploaded a video on YouTube in about 6 years. So I'm here today to chat about why I decided to leave YouTube, what I've been doing since then, and what you can expect from my channel in the future. So I think the best place to start is why I decided to begin a YouTube channel in the first place. And for that explanation, you have to go back to sort of the late aughts to when I first started doing facials and makeup, and I was, doing mostly bridal makeup in a spa. And then I branched out to become part of Estee Lauder's artistry team. And I was freelancing with Estee Lauder, and I was doing some other freelance work with smaller makeup companies. And at that time, I started watching beauty videos on YouTube. So I thought maybe I would take a stab at doing that. And I did. And after about a year, I had a following of about 1,000 subscribers, which at that time was pretty good, I think. And, I just wasn't feeling fulfilled. I wanted to do something different, go in a different path completely with my career and start over. So I decided to go back to school for journalism, which is completely out of left field. And actually, the last video that I made on YouTube was about going back to school after the age of 30. And if you'd like to check out that video, I'll link it in the cards above. But I have to say, I looked back at the comments for that video recently, and I really love what everyone wrote. People were talking about, that they were going back after a long time away, and what their major was, how old they were, and that they were scared, but they were going to do it anyway. And it was so supportive. And I really loved how people were cheering themselves on and cheering each other on. So I just, it was just really good to look back and see all of the comments there. And I also want to stress that I don't think that going back to school is the only way to success or the best way to success, however you define success. There are many paths to get to where you want to be in life, but that worked for me. And if you want to check out that video, I think those tips that I mentioned there still ring true. So back to what I was doing after I graduated. So I did journalism, like I said, and I really fell in love with public radio. And I started as a news apprentice at a public radio station and worked my way up to being a producer. And I worked on, talk shows, call-in shows. I did my own reporting. And after a while, I branched out to become a freelancer again. And now I've been a podcast producer for the past couple of years, just sort of working with different companies in Los Angeles. And it's been great. And I want to also say that I feel incredibly privileged to be able to have had steady work during this time. During the pandemic, I know a lot of us are grieving. It's been hard for a lot of people to go to work, or a lot of people have lost their jobs and are really struggling right now. So if that's you, then my heart really goes out to you. And speaking of the pandemic, something that's really helped me sort of escape everything that's happening is just watching YouTube videos. I still love beauty videos. I've been really getting into them because I just needed to drown out the noise that was around me and everything that's happened this year. And I also love fragrance videos. I got into fashion videos. And that sort of brings me to being here talking to you right now. Is I missed doing YouTube videos. I realized that as a producer, I work a lot behind the scenes, and I like presenting. I miss presenting. I miss hosting. And just because I'm not in the beauty industry anymore doesn't mean that I don't still love makeup. I have my own collection, albeit it's not as large of a stash as I used to have, but I've really curated the beauty products that I love, and a lot goes into buying a new product when I don't wear makeup every single day because I typically work from home even before the pandemic. It takes a lot for me to buy new products. So I'd love to share what I think makes a product special. I also love fashion and I love putting outfits together, and a lot would make me it would take a lot for me to buy a new pair of jeans as well. So I'd love to share my thoughts on, you know, fashion and jewelry. I'm really big into jewelry as well. Fragrance. I mean, there's a huge fragrance community on YouTube, as you know, a lot of you probably know. So I'll definitely be talking about some of my favorite fragrances, what I love to wear on a date night, fragrances for different seasons of the year, that sort of thing. But I really don't want to stop there either. I have had a lot happen in my career since I was last on YouTube, and I'd like to share some of the things that worked for me. I actually produced a career advice podcast for a while, and I learned a lot when I was on that podcast about negotiation. I've learned a lot about freelancing, and I've done it in two completely different industries. So I want to share that with you. And if I was to categorize sorry, there's a helicopter, LA. And if I were to categorize the type of channel that this is, it would fall under lifestyle channel. And when I think of lifestyle, I typically think of a perfect person standing in an immaculate home with not a hair out of place. And that's not me, and that's never going to be me. When I say when I say lifestyle, that's not what I mean. What I really mean is that I'm a professional woman trying to do all of the things, and I want to share with you what is most interesting about that journey and just have fun. So if that's something that you're interested in seeing and watching, then like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and I will see you in the next video. Okay, bye.